In what moment in this whole story you guys joined? After, during the COVID, before the COVID?
Daniel he was the guitar player that was hired for the second Calling record.
Okay.
When the first guitar player when he wasn't there, so he was actually his replacement, and then so we've known each other forever, and so it was a no-brainer for me to work with him. And then Dom, I had just started working with, doing some gigs. He had played bass with me for some Calling shows, and then I knew the two of them would get along, so I kind of put them together, and this was just last 2-3 years. Yeah.
I see. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you toured with the Calling for the second album?
Yes.
Nice.
And went through the whole all the waiting that he did for the.
Because we wrote songs together too on my solo record, so he knows the pain of the years of waiting, and waiting just to have it all.
Giving them songs 5 years before, they're like, okay, we'll go with those.
After writing. And they had me work with every writer there was. I mean, even like Diane Warren and huge writers, and just everything was he put in the trash. And then it was same thing. It was literally just the same thing that happened when I was a teenager. Yeah.
And you're also doing side works and writing songs for stuff?
Yeah, TV, film, and other artists too, The two of us were also writing for a lot of American Idol people and other artists, but it wasn't. It's certainly not what I like to do, because it's. I don't know, you end up working really hard. You creating songs for the person. You do this whole thing, and then even when the person records the song for their album, their album never comes out. And you're just like, well, fucking hey. Or they decide they're not going to do your song anymore. They're going to do a different song. Or we just had so many things like that happen. So it's just like, I'm done with that shit.
Do you agree that musicians and artists in general, they need to learn how to deal with frustration?
Oh yeah, it's just like any other, whether you're an actor or I mean, you have to be able to accept failure, accept disappointment. You have to be able to just brush it off and keep pushing. And that's just the way it goes. If you believe in yourself enough, and there's enough push, I think eventually things will go your way. But man, even once they do go your way, it's very, very
still a fight.
Yeah, it's still a fight, and to keep that alive is very, very difficult. Success and all of that, it's just it's extremely difficult.
You get about 1,000 no's per every yes, so you got to just get the no's out of the way.
Yeah, but I ask you that because I have friends. I noticed that, many people could have given up. On the first chapter of your story, and you keep going. But I believe that aside the artistic talent that we all need to have, you need to have that talent of accepting no's, of dealing with frustration without going to the bottom.
It's a separate skill.
Sorry?
Set. It's a separate skill.
It's a separate skill.
You get better at it, and you get
also
calloused. And
I feel like you also need to know the difference between, you will get so much feedback throughout your life of, you need to do this, you need to be this, you need to do this, you need to be successful. Yeah. And maybe half of that is actually true. Yeah. So if
you're doing it professionally, you should expect criticism, because it's going to come.
But there's also sticking to your guns that I feel like you have to know who you are.
Yeah. But it's a difficult business, and it was also in all these years in my story, it's difficult too because of the way the business was changing, and obviously labels going bankrupt and it all going digital and things changing, and like that solo album that I maybe sold 250,000 copies of, and meanwhile there was 200 million illegal downloads of the song of the album within the first 2 years. So
that's a huge success.
Yeah, in illegal downloads that made me $0.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was
because it was before Spotify.
It was Napster. It was that stuff.
Okay.
It was all
SoundCloud.
LimeWire. Shout
and
out.
it was not.
sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
LimeWire. Do you remember that?
LimeWire,
Yeah,
absolutely,
Emule.
yeah.
Who remembers Emule?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Emule, remember that?
Seriously,
movie?
yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. It was during that. It was 2010, 2011. Anyway, so it's yeah. I could have given up at a million different impasses, but I believe in what I do, and and that's I just keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. A gente estava aqui comentando o quanto é importante na carreira artística, além do talento artístico, e você precisa do talento de saber ouvir não, de saber lidar com a frustração e de você não desistir. Essa resiliência é um talento muito, muito importante.